Hello everyone. About me, currently I am pursuing my MTech in IIT through GATE. So इस वीडियो में मैं गेट 2020 देने के बाद क्या करें और क्या ना करें इस चीज़ के बारे में बात करूँगा। प्रेजेंट में क्या क्या चेंजेस होने वाले हैं, फ्यूचर में क्या क्या चेंजेस होने वाले हैं, चैलेंजेस उनके साथ में क्या आने वाले हैं, उनको कैसे टैकल करें, इन चीज़ों के बारे में बात करूँगा। सो स्टार्ट करते हैं। क्योंकि गेट 2020 देने के बाद लाइफ में बहुत सारे चेंजेस आते हैं। चेंजेस के साथ में चैलेंजेस आते हैं और चैलेंजेस के साथ में चेंजेस आते हैं। क्या करें इस चीज़ के बारे में हम डिस्कस करेंगे। क्यों करें ये सभी आप जानते हो। कैसे करें इस पॉइंट पर बहुत कम लोग डिस्कस करते हैं, क्योंकि ये आ जाता है पॉइंट प्रोसेस वाला, रणनीति वाला, जहाँ पे हर इंडिविजुअल की अपनी अलग अलग चैलेंजेस होते हैं और अलग अलग चैलेंजेस को अलग अलग वे में टैकल और हैंडल करना होता है। वो ये इंडिविजुअल वे में ये पॉइंट चलता है, लेकिन क्लासिफिकेशन बेस्ड पर अगर देखें तो मोस्ट ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम्स एंड चैलेंजेस कॉमन होते हैं, क्योंकि सोशल्स हो सकते हैं, इंडिविजुअल्स हो सकते हैं, एजुकेशन से रिलेटेड हो सकते हैं, कैसे पढ़ें, कहाँ पढ़ें, क्यों पढ़ें, फैमिली रिलेटेड मैटर्स हो सकते हैं, कई तरह के चैलेंजेस हो सकते हैं। उनको कैसे टैकल करें, कैसे हैंडल करें। अपार्ट फ्रॉम इट, हाउ टू स्टडी, हाउ टू मेक योर सेल्फ प्रोडक्टिव, और हाउ टू judge yourself, or how to know whether I am productive or how much I am productive, and what is actually my product is of today and every days, to convert it into the desired goal. So a lot of discussion is required on that point. Maybe I can discuss it in a separate video. We will start on the point कि क्या करें and क्यों करें. You all know about it. Why you, what you want to do, why you want to do. To be prosperous in your career. That's the ultimate aim of doing GATE and everything in the career. So क्या करें? गेट 2022 देने के बाद डिपेंड करेगा रैंक पर कि क्या करें और क्या ना करें। अगर बहुत अच्छी रैंक आती है वो पीएसयू का ऑप्शन खुलता है, लेकिन ज़रूरी नहीं है कि सभी पीएसयू ऑप्ट करें। बहुत सारे टॉपर्स ऐसे भी होते हैं जो एमटेक को प्रीफर करते हैं, जो अच्छे आईआईटीज में, आईआईएससी में, लाइक आईआईटी बॉम्बे, आईआईटी दिल्ली, आईआईएससी बेंगलुरु, जो कि कम्प्लीटली रिसर्च ओरिएंटेड है। और जिनको जॉब चाहिए, पीएसयू जॉब चाहिए, उनके लिए रैंक कितना होना चाहिए, किस तरह से होना चाहिए। अगर रैंक की बात करें तो ऑलमोस्ट 500 के अराउंड में रैंक होना ही चाहिए। और प्रेजेंट सिनेरियो को अगर देखते हैं तो इट शुड बी इवन less than 500, or it should be 200, 300, under 200, 300 for general students, and for all category it should be under 500. PSUs, सेंट्रल PSUs है, स्टेट PSUs है, जिनमें ऑलमोस्ट एवरी स्टेट्स में PSUs रिक्रूट करती हैं थ्रू द गेट। अभी बहुत प्रेजेंट सिनेरियो में बहुत कम करती हैं, लेकिन सेंट्रल लेवल पर लाइक IOCL एंड ओसोको, पावर ग्रिड, NTPCs, इस तरह की कई PSUs हैं जो ऑलमोस्ट लोग 30 PSUs हैं जो 30 to 35 PSUs हैं जो गेट के थ्रू रिक्रूट करती हैं, डिफरेंट डिफरेंट स्ट्रीम्स के बेसिस पर करती हैं, लेकिन इलेक्ट्रिकल्स का ज़्यादातर स्कोप रहता ही है इफ़ यू आर फ्रॉम इलेक्ट्रिकल। अदरवाइज मैकेनिकल, सिविल, कंप्यूटर साइंस, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, इनमें भी काफ़ी बहुत ज़्यादा स्कोप प्रेजेंट में नहीं है PSUs में, लेकिन जॉब काफ़ी अच्छी रहती है अगर लग जाती है तो। ये तो होगी जॉब के बारे में। अगर हायर स्टडीज़ के बारे में बात करें, हायर स्टडीज़ में ऑप्शन आता है M Tech या MS का। M Tech और MS करने से पहले वाई वी शुड ऑफ द हायर स्टडीज, वाई टू गो टू द हायर स्टडीज, एंड बिफोर दैट one point I would suggest or I would discuss it here, like if your rank is more than 500, then what options you have? Either you will go to the preparation, one more attempt if you are fresher, or maybe you are dropper, or you will opt to M Tech or MS. I would suggest M Tech and MS is better than drop. Why I am suggesting this is M Tech and MS higher studies? Because first point here I want to say is that you need stability in your life to live, and this point will reduce your dependencies on others. And apart from that, the self-dependent is more better than being dependent, and you have to deal with the societies also and families also. And present scenario, what I have seen in higher studies, I also want to discuss it, because what has been discussed and what people are discussing about MTech, the many negative points about the MTech, that MTech there is no job scope, oh, and then those these things, and PhD is not that much good, 5 years, and then all these kind of things. But people sometimes forget the most important point, that in MTech you get a stipend almost 12.4K, and in PhD you got almost 35K, which is far better than many private companies. Because in private companies, the way, as if you are a graduate only, and the way you will be handled and tackled because of the internal politics there, and you are not that much of a specialist in, even though graduation BTech is a specialist, but not that much of a specialist in engineering field, which can give you the MTech, the specialization that MTech can provide, BTech can't provide that thing, and you all will be agree with that. And that much of a stipend is sufficient enough to live a life. Apart from that stipend, what you will get, the hostel life almost at very least cost, and the food and living and almost many things. If you will cover all those things, then with the addition of that, almost that all can be around 20K, or max, or it can be 15K. So it become around 45 to 50,000 stipend. which is far better than a private job in the companies like Infosys, TCS, which pay you only 25, sometime 30, and sometime 35 at the initial phase of your job, on around 2 to 3 years. And after that, there are the situations, the internal politics of the companies, where you choose to further move on in another companies. And then even though the career moved on, but at every moment in the job private sector, you will feel the requirement of the higher study. I have seen many people there that they talk about that they need higher studies, they need specialization, and how to deal and tackle with the present technology. Because present in BTech, most of the branches like mechanical, electrical, electronics, civil, in these branches, the present technologies are not that much way covered, like artificial intelligence, data science, machine learnings. These science and technologies are that are the at the priority in engineering in present scenario are not covered in that way. Uh, Rarely in IITs these are covered. Even you can choose as elective for yourself in IITs as a graduate student. But in NITs, I haven't seen these kind of things. And in other colleges, what can I say? There is nothing like that. So in MTech, these are almost essential to go with the MTech in many branches like electrical engineering. If you go any branch of the electrical engineering in MTech or computer science or any other branches, then these subject like AI, ML, data science, Internet of Things, cyber physical system, embedded system, and VLSI, electronic design and technology are almost covered in many most of the branches of electronics and electrical engineering. And these are actually the present technologies where you have to learn. And every graduate after getting the job in private sector consider themselves a lack of the knowledge, and there they are considered mostly the general way. And so there, that is the considering them as a general is the one of the reason why they shift from one company to another company and hunt for the jobs and better jobs and better life. So there they almost feel that the requirement of the higher study or MTech. And one of the most important thing that I want to say that in after the graduation of BTech, most of the students think about the government job if they didn't placed in their college a placement. So that time, if present scenario, the job searching is changing, and the engineering government in government sector, the engineering job is day by day decreasing. So going to the private job is much better. But for that, at least you need a specialization. If you go with the MTech, then you get a specialization. And in MTech, in present scenario, there is a lot of placements are also there in VLSI, embedded system, cyber physical system, AI, ML. These are the subject which are all deal mainly in MTech. And I didn't see that these subjects are mainly deal in graduation in apart other than the computer science branch or IT branch. So this creates MTech doing higher studies create values for you. And inside politics affects the graduate student's life as I have discussed already. And a specialization in research and development also it create a specialization make you a specialist in research and development and if you move toward a research area then there are also a lot of opportunities as India is emerging as a technological hub in present scenario and next 10 to 15 years the India is moving toward as a hub of technology or emerging as a hub of technology and the fastest growing market of the technology. So if we talk about the future scenario for the engineers is better in private sector, startups, these kind of things. And if you will get a lot of knowledge, a lot of discussion and lot of understanding about the uh, entrepreneurship and startup, how to do these things. Yet, because if you want to do some kind of a startup, a lot of knowledge is required to tackle the challenges. So, the value of the MTech is irreplaceable. And what I can say about the automation is that today's world is emerging as automated automation in as all the levels of industries. Like we can talk about a lot about robotics and AI and all the industries that are they're focusing more on automation rather than hiring a lot of peoples. And AI and ML data science is working in that area a lot. And most of the the cyber physical system, the cyber physical system is one of the most emerging branch in engineering like that taught in uh, MTech only, in which because the AI ML branches that is mostly used to design and develop the algorithm to run the physical systems with the cyber systems. It's like CPS cyber physical system is like your mind, the way you handle, deal, and tackle with the problem situations is your cyber part, and your presentation is your physical presentation is your physical part. So how you deal, tackle things, that is the cyber physical systems, and this is emerging in the present industries because are present industries wants automation. So the automatic machines that are no requirement of the human and that can work only with the artificial intelligence algorithm with the algorithm developed with the artificial intelligence that run the cyber physical for system that will be the cyber physical system medical field. If you talk about the medical field, al- almost all industries in the medical field that are manufacturing the machines that are moving toward the cyber physical system that also cover this embedded system at the development of the processor. Research is one of the finest, I can say, after the MTech, if you think, because many toppers I have seen like they didn't even opt the PSU. They go for the research after, even after MTech. So if you are interested, This is one of the most valuable thing in IITs, ISCs, and life. If we talk about the life, we got a lot of facility, free living, almost free, at a very least cost the living, hostels, rooms, food, and this stipend. So this is, I can say that life is good. And after that, the values and the way of looking or seeing the world is a lot changes every day almost, that a few people only can see in that way. That mindset also developed. If we talk about the again preparation, so if you're fresher, as a fresher, and you are thinking like you want to go to again preparation, and you haven't get uh, a score and get enough to get uh, any MTech in IITs or NITs or ISC, and if you have stability enough that you can prepare again, not from home, or if you feel that you can prepare from home, then you can try. Otherwise, you can try out of the home also. And if you are dropper, you already have taken a drop, then I will, and you have at least any type of score, then go to the MTech. At least there you will be stable and will get a stipend, so will not be dependent on anyone. And preparation of what? Either you can go to GATE, and there are other exams also, like a UPSC, ESC, Engineering Service Exam, and other PSUs also. That some PSUs take their own exam, and state junior engineer and assistant engineer exams also. If you are more interested in government sector, then and you are fresher, you can take a chance. Otherwise, the if you go as you are as a fresher, and even if then you go to MTech, then also it will be beneficial for you, because there you get at least some stipend. And mostly in present scenario, the MTech you have to deal online, so you will get some time for preparation also. So that way, that is also a good way to move, because after gate, a life will change. After BTech, life will change. If you are out of the college, then life will change. There will be a lot of challenges, the family challenges, the social challenges, and many way. And that time, you require self dependency and uh, a feel of self dependency. Like you have at least some money as a stipend with MTech, so you can do, and you have some purchasing power with that, that you are not dependent on anyone. Other than this, what I can say is, क्या ना करें. If you haven't scored, अगर आपका गेट में अच्छा स्कोर नहीं आया है, and thinking like, and you are confident enough, like you are going to preparation again for gate, engineering service exam, UPSC's, other exams, then be strict. Leave social media. Don't waste your time on social media. Many movies, Netflix, web series, and I would suggest, if you can, live out of the home, because here you can't deal in the way with the people, because they are your homey people, and the activities of the home that happens, that create a lot of distraction sometime, or disturbance sometime, that uh, create like what the discipline, what the process, what the you have created, discipline and processes you have created, you will get a lot of disturbance in that. and that creates sometimes depression, anxiety, distraction. So there is this is better to move out of the home, prepare again if you want to prepare again. And one of the important thing that I want to say is that the present scenario is changing rapidly in India, and the private sector is growing fastly in India. So engineering jobs are more growing more in private sector and decreasing rapidly in government sectors. And there in private sector you need a lot of specialization. So that will be a great way to go for higher studies. That will be very much helpful. At least you have some specialization. So with the specialization, the internal politics of the company can't replace you. Like I have talked here, irreplaceable. If you are with the specialization in Amtech, you have a special knowledge, then you are irreplaceable. No company can think like you can't be replaceable because you have experience in the company. Then it's not easy for the companies to get anyone can they can say that because of the internal politics they are not happy at some point with you, then they can't easily replace you, because it's not possible easily for them to search a person who also has higher studies with the experience, with the specialized knowledge of the field and experience based knowledge. So this is not easy for the company. But in case of VTech, they are replaceable more easily. They think they, if someone demands a more salary, if there is any issues, I have seen many cases where people say that if there is an issues, then they can say we can hire more. We can go out anywhere you want to go. This is not the case in Amtech. One of them. And for one of one more important point I would like to add here, that why higher study, because some people I have seen in where I am IITs, that there I am studying pursuing my MTech. So there I have seen that some people uh, like they are just chosen the higher studies, not just any, like even they are getting some private job, but they left that job and they choose higher studies in IIT because I think they understand the importance of the higher studies. So thanks for listening, and after this video, if you like the video, I can discuss some more on this कैसे करें, and after that I would also like to discuss on the counseling of the CCMT and the COPE, which with that you can go in IITs for MTech or MS. And apart from it, I would also like to talk on what is the difference between MTech and MS and other such kind of many topics. And after some time, I would also like to discuss on that topic if you like the video. So thank you.